This is going to be a tutorial on how to do the new Shaddaa in all planets. This is a very advisable right now. This is very complicated, but I'm going to do my best to explain it as best I can through this tutorial. I totally recommend learning this, even doing it, going over Shaddaa over and over again before you do this in speed runs, because this does require quite a bit of practice to nail down. Let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to select Shaddaa, and then you're going to go up here and you're going to hit enter and then immediately hard buffer. And then when you get to this part, you're going to AMG during the load. And when you get to this part, you're going to hard buffer both the cutscenes. Or at least try to hard buffer both the cutscenes. There's times where you can save teleport over the first one. That's okay. So if you don't get that, if you accidentally save teleport over that, don't worry about it. So you can either AMG this cutscene, which I'm going to do right here, or you could hard buffer it. Personally, I recommend to AMG it because it's very consistent. And when you get to this part right here, when you get to this door, you're gonna save the game. You're gonna make a hard save. When you get to this door, you're gonna add Visas. It doesn't matter what party member you do add here, but I use Visas for positioning purposes for this upcoming trick. So you're gonna make another manual save here. Ignore all these saves that I have. You won't have these many saves when you do all planets. So if you've been following Red Mage's route, he has a Google document on speedrun.com. It should have told you to make a hard save right here in this hallway in the Secret Academy on Telos. You're going to AMG to this file. And then Visa should be right here. So for this part, I do use a certain positioning method here. So there's these two black lines. It's above my mouse cursor right now, and there's another line right here. You're gonna position Visas between both of these lines. And it's very, very critical that you position her like this, because the hot shot that I'm about to do will put her out of bounds, and you don't want that. So you're gonna load the save back up before you open the warehouse. And then you're gonna hot shot back to here. Okay, and then if you position Visas correctly, she will be in the room where T3 gets the passage to Godo's yacht. So if you're fast, then your main character will be just outside of the warehouse, but if you're too slow, he'll be inside. So you're just going to turn around, and he's just going to walk away. And the game thinks that you're T3 here. So that's pretty hysterical. And then you're going to turn into Atten. So you're going to immediately save here. And you're going to go to pretty much any save that can add party members. But I like to use the military one, because you're going to go back to the military base later on. So you're going to hotshot here. And then you're going to be the dev character. And then once you're here, you're going to add 3 CFD. And then you're going to hotshot back to the save where you were, that you just made as Atten. It's very important to note that you make that save right, that you make that manual save right away in the military base, because if 3CFD moves, then there's a chance that he'll get stuck out of bounds when you hotshot back here. And you do not want that. So you're just going to save teleport all the way across the docks. And then go back here. And then you're just going to re-enter. And you're going to switch to Atten. And you're going to talk to 3CFD. Then you're going to do 1. And then go to option 2. It's very, very critical to know that you do not move. Because what that did was that triggered Myra's trigger box to show up. So you essentially had skipped everything of Nar Shaddaa. So it's very important to note, do not move anywhere. So you're just going to make a manual save, and then you're going to go to the very first save file you ever made. The goal of this is to get rid of 3CFD in our party. The reason we have to get rid of him is because if he's in our party, for some reason, the next part we're about to do will not trigger, and we have no idea why it happens. So you're just gonna hotshot back. That hard buffer that I did, all you have to do is just click on the menu at the top and then just make a manual save. So again, don't go here. If you need to take your time to turn around the camera, then do so, and then turn around, enter the refugee landing pad. You will have a kill blaster here as long as you didn't re-equip your main character back at the Polar Academy. So that movement I took, I just saved teleport over that railing, and then I went over to this like black line, and that's to avoid that gang over there with the guy getting bullied. And there is a trigger right here where, you know, where Claire usually says your thoughts are disturbed. And if you trigger that, just mash through it. And you'll get this really hysterical copy of Atten. It's a headless Atten. And, you know, if you talk to him, he'll just say, yeah.
I need to get back to the ship. It's my only way off this planet.
So you're going to trigger the Twin Suns cutscene. And then you're going to go through this door. Just save teleport. So save teleporting sometimes won't work because you save teleport over this trigger. So if you didn't want to save teleport, all you have to do is just go from that door and walk onto this rug. Okay, and immediately before the next cutscene comes up, you can't open the menu with hotkeys. Instead, you have to click on the menu manually, and you're gonna unequip the kill blaster.
Well, I better get back to the ship. Warn the others.
And right here, you're just gonna mash the text. And so you'll get thrown back here to the hideout. That is what you want. So you're going to manually save the game. And then you're going to hotshot over to the autosave that was made. And you're just going to turn around and just hit and save teleport. So if you missed this trigger earlier, You can try to save teleport over it like this. That was way too close. But you would want to save teleport like somewhere like maybe right here. But might be a little too close too. But if you do get into that cutscene, just one spam and then just run away from those guys. You're gonna save teleport right here. There's a trigger there where it activates this cutscene with TT32 like welcoming you, and if you do trigger that cutscene, just press 3. You're gonna talk to this guy, and you're just gonna one spam, and then you're gonna AMG during this load. And you're gonna save the game. It's very important that you make the save here. Then you're gonna load back into the save where you made outside of the slum house. And you're just gonna save teleport all the way to the room where you normally meet up with Zez-Kai Ell. A pothole. And then what you're gonna do is the save that you made earlier on Citadel Station when you hotshot into the mainframe Zerker room, you're gonna go to that one. Then you're gonna add Kreia to your party. Then you're gonna go into this corner. So if you need to see on the map, I'm on this spot outside the entertainment, outside the cantina. You're gonna make this save right here. And then you're going to hotshot back to Godo's yacht. So you're gonna one spam this 5 times. And then you're gonna talk to this utility droid 1. And then you're gonna save. And that, when I said earlier that you would want to go back to the military base, this is why. So you can get to this save file faster. So you're gonna re-equip lightsaber. You're not gonna equip kill blaster. Be very cautious that you don't equip kill blaster here. And the reason for that is because we want a second kill blaster for Duxon so that Kreia can have one for herself. Okay, so I didn't aggro any enemies there. If you don't aggro any enemies, you can add Kreia. But if you do, as in the music starts playing, all you're just going to do is just quick save and then quick load. And then you'll add Kreia. And that'll get rid of you, the game thinking that you're still in combat. So you're going to save the game right in this corner. So I just saved teleport all the way down this hallway and over into this corner. You're going to put Kreia right here. And then you're going to hotshot back to Godo's yacht. Okay, so for this part, it's a pretty long conversation with the terminal that you're about to interact with. So the conversation will be 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 5, 2, 1, 4. And what this will do, that will open up the door for you to get out. You can either just run to it or save teleport to it, it doesn't matter. But anyway, you're gonna go out, and then you're gonna wait until 3 CFD spawns there. And then you're gonna go back to the manual save where you made in the corner outside of Zez-Kai Ell's hideout, where you usually meet up with him. This is very important that I would recommend pausing the video just to get a position of what I'm gonna do. So basically, I'm gonna position Kreia and Visas in front of the door, and you're gonna want to do this as fast as possible, because if you don't do it as fast as possible, mind you, it is a theory only, that if you don't do it fast enough, Zez-Kai Ell will not spawn inside the hideout, and you will have to do this all over again. So if you need to pause, feel free to do so. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and go back down to the polar surface. Save that you made earlier. I will explain all of this after this is over. So you're gonna hotshot back here, and then you're gonna still make sure that solo mode's on, and then you're just gonna walk 2 steps in front. So pretend the door from the hideout is right in front of you, and you're just gonna pretend like you walk inside the hideout. And then you're just gonna hotshot back to the door that you put Kreia and Visas in front of. And then you're gonna switch over to Kreia, press 5 as when you talk to Visas. And if y'all did it right, then Zez-Kai Ell will spawn. So you're just gonna go 1, 1, 1, 1. And then you're gonna hit 3 when you see this option. That is all I wish to know. What happens now? And then you're gonna press 3 and then 1 spam. And then Zez-Kai Ell will teach you the lightsaber form you need. And that's all you need for Nar Shaddaa. Okay, so I will quickly explain what just happened there. So I put Kreia and Visas in front of this door, and what happened was I loaded the save back on the polar plateau, and there's coordinates on the polar plateau that shares the same coordinates with this door, which is why I said, you know, walk 2 steps. That's why. You're just pretending like you're just walking inside Zez-Kai Ell's hideout. And you basically have to put Kreia and Visas in front of 2 lines on this door. They're like really thick, large lines. And you put them in front, and when you hotshot back to the polar plateau, you pretend like that door is in front of you, and when you hotshot back, then they should be inside. So that's all there is to explain about that. And the reason I said to do it as fast as possible, it's not confirmed, but it's a theory only right now. There's a chance that Zez-Kai Ell will not spawn when you walk into the trigger. And ultimately, this leads to a lot of dead runs. It led to a lot of mine before we found the corner strap, because walking into that corner initially wasn't even in the old route when this Nar Shaddaa was still in development, was still in working progress. But yeah, that's pretty much Nar Shaddaa. After you get into, after you talk to Zez-Kai Ell, you're gonna run all the way back to the Ebon Hawk. When you come back into the Ebon Hawk, you're gonna AMG during that load, and you're just gonna quick save, quick load, skip the Godo, the annoying Godo and remote cutscene that's ridiculously long, and you're going to then select Onderon, and that's it for Nar Shaddaa. Major shout outs for Red Mage for building this route. Also, Chaos for discovering little things here and there. Massive shout outs to those guys. I will definitely put a link in the description for Red Mage, because he also runs this game. Thanks for watching, guys.